Yeah, just out here. It's Dr. Harris, Fresno Freedom School. Just wanted to say good morning. We're at one of our 4 demonstration sites that our students is running community gardens and farms here in the community, and doing a lot of staking right now um, with our tomatoes right now. I'm really like 3 weeks behind right now because we want our tomatoes to grow up straight, and we do have to prune them like into a Y. So I'm just running really behind right now, but I'm trying to catch up because we don't want the tomatoes to lay on the ground because of bugs and ants and all that type of stuff, other stuff we're dealing with out here. Um, Again, you can visit our website, www.fresnofreedomschool.org. Also, you can go to Google and you'll see a lot of different tutorials on there. Just type in Fresno Freedom School. We do have some community members that want me to come over and give them some expertise on their flower beds, not flower beds, but their gardens, and some are doing um, uh, pottery with plants and pots. And so I'll get around to you. I'm making my rounds. Just really good. And so at this location here, we have eggplants that we were having a major problem with white flies that were really eating up the leaves. I think we've got a handle on that right now. I still see some of the white flies flying around, but we have to hit it with some organic um, stuff that we use for pesticides. Also, we'll get a bunch of ladybugs out here as well to put on the plants. Ladybugs, you have to put them on late evening or early morning. I like late evening because then they have all night, because they a lot of them will fly off, but some will stay. But if it's real hot and you come out here in the heat of the day, they'll just fly off. So ladybugs is something that we use for is fighting insects. But today I wanted to really set aside this day to really prune the tomatoes and stake and string. So, like I said, I'm really like 3 weeks behind, and putting this fly is just messing around with me. What's wrong with me? Um, I'm like 3 weeks behind staking and stringing the tomatoes here. But this fly is just, let me move over here. It's just irritating. What's wrong with this fly? Hungry or something? I don't know. Uh, but anyway, bought some posts at a real good price. I thought my post hole deal that we punched the, this fly is still following me. Uh, uh, Bought about 50 tomato posts, about 6 feet long. Bought some used ones. And we're doing the best we can today. At this location here, we have eggplants, um, probably about maybe 200 eggplants at this location here. We probably have about maybe probably about maybe about 80 okra plants as well. And we also planted some black-eyed peas. You know, black folks, we like black-eyed peas. Well, we like all of it, but I like black-eyed peas myself. And it's all organic. We will be having a farmers market. I'm looking at next week because we have a bunch of Roman lettuce that we need. This fly is just fooling around with me. What is wrong with him? Uh, we have some Roman lettuce that we got to get rid of, and some more onions. This harvest here, the way it's going, if it stay hot, these are hot plants, the okra, the black-eyed peas. These are hot plants, tomatoes, the eggplants, they're hot plants. And so overall that we're growing right now, we're growing watermelons. I'm going to be planting some cantaloupes and some honeydews. We got black-eyed peas, we got okra, we have, look at this fly. What is wrong? Jeez. Let me walk over here. I don't like flies at all. Let me lose my thought. We have black bell pepper, green bell peppers, black-eyed peas, okra, eggplants, tomatoes, big beef tomatoes, just different types of tomatoes that we have. We also have strawberries, which we didn't grow a lot of strawberries this year. We just grew a little bit for the kids to have fun over at my new church, 806 Collins Free AME Ministries, is where I've taken out all the grass and we've took the grass and turned it into vegetables to feed our community. And that's just the way it is right now. You know, looking at green grass is great, but I can't eat grass. So anyway, that's what we're doing over there at Free AME, which is one of the 4 sites that we're doing. And my whole front yard is a garden. We have okra over there, lettuce, onions, purple, white, yellow onions, green onions, black bell pepper, green bell peppers, eggplants over there. This fly, what is wrong with that? Anyway, so what I'm gonna do real quick, I was just taking a little break just to show everybody what we're doing. Be watching out for my Facebook post about our community farmer markets with the Freedom School. The kids are very excited. We're excited. And, you know, we just want to, you know, turn these young people, those that want to be farmers. If you want to get involved, I posted my phone number on here this morning to get in contact with me so that if you want to do some gardening or, you know, farming or whatever you want to do. We have different programs at the Fresno Freedom School. Go to our website, look at the different classes that we have. We're looking for volunteers as well. Who wants to participate in our school and help our babies right now. And the farmer market last week was wonderful. It was just amazing, and it was the one. You know, I believe that was the first farmers market that happened in West Fresno. And so we're farming at 4 different sites in West Fresno. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna do it moving. We're gonna be the best out here in the West, and we're gonna be shipping food over to Colorado, where my cousin is, Sean Harris, who has a catering business, barbecue business. And so, you know, we're just going to spread this love and wealth across the country. But charity starts at home. And so, you know, we want to feed you first, those that want to eat organic food. And that's just the way it is right now. You know, tell a friend, you know, this is for you. I got people from Oakland right now calling me, asking us to come down to Oakland and sell our organic vegetables down there. I got folks in Compton right now who want us to go down to LA. But, you know, I'm saying, hey, I got to take care of my people at home first. So take advantage of this. Come out, encourage our kids, our young people. They're doing great. Proud of them. And so real quick, because it's getting hot out here, I was trying to prune much as I can with the before it got hot and kind of string what I could. I'll probably have to come back this evening if it gets too hot out here. So we're going to go ahead and show you what we're doing out here right now. And my cousin out in Colorado, you know, Harris Boy certified, and we do it moving. So this is where we at right here. You see over here, let me start over here first. This first row here is black-eyed peas. These are black-eyed peas right here that we're growing all the way up down there. These rows are probably about 80, 90 foot long, somewhere in there. and trying to see who's all on here watching me right now. Well, I got my glasses on. I can't see. It's dark. But anyway, we got black-eyed peas here. Be putting in your orders if you want some black-eyed peas. Here we have okra. This is the okra row here. And we have okra growing at all of our sites as well. This here is the tomatoes. Okay, you got to come up. You can't lay down like that. These are the tomatoes here. A lot of tomatoes, a lot of green tomatoes, red. Black folks, we like green tomatoes. So we got about 4 rows here of tomatoes, and over here we got eggplants. Our students at the Fresno Freedom School, they make eggplant pizza, vegetarian with meat. And so, again, we're just out here doing what we do. We do it good. We're here to empower our children. They are the future leaders of the next generation. And so it's beautiful. The children roller tilled this ground here with a roller tiller machine by hand. All this has been done by hand. The rolls were made by hand. The T-tape, the irrigation was laid down by hand. The plants were laid down by hand by all of our students here in Fresno, those that are part of the Freedom School. So dedication for their school. This is their school. They take ownership of their school. No one comes in and tell them what to do at their school. Our students run their school. The students have their farmer markets. Students make their money. So, it's just an empowering situation here. You can see that I'm to cut this one here. Kind of pruning these here. Again, you see the string that's here. Again, I'm about 3 weeks late. I should have had this done, but I'm one person doing a thing of 10 people, so I do what I do when I can get around to it. But anyway, we purchased these posts here the other day at $1 a piece. I found someone said them $1. They're used, but they're sturdy, they're good. Like I said, we're just looking forward to the people. I'm serious. There's people from Oakland right now that's calling me about coming down there to the farmer markets in the Bay Area. And, there's some mom and pop stores down there that we're going to be looking at. I forget the name of the store. What's the store called? The Mandela Center. I think that's what it's called, the Mandela Center or Mandela Store Market or something like that. And so they purchase from black farmers. And again, I'm going to say that Fresno Freedom School kicked off the first farmers market here in West Fresno. It's not going to be our last one. It was our first one. We're going to have several between now and September when the frosts come. September, October, we'll be getting ready for our winter crop. Our winter crop will be growing mustard greens. We'll be growing collards. We'll be growing Napa cabbage. We'll be growing broccoli. We'll be growing all this stuff. These are the posters that we just purchased. Freedom School, we just purchased. We'll be growing, what did I say? Collards, mustards, cabbage. What else we grow in the wintertime? Kale, all that good stuff. This winter, what you see right here now, this would be all mustards and collards and broccoli and all of our 4 different sites that we farm at. So we're not playing around. This is real revolutionary stuff that we're doing right now. I'm proud of our young men and our young women in our school for stepping up, coming out here. Yesterday they were out here in the sun, doing the best that they can in the heat, because I got to teach them work ethic. It's not about just always sitting in the shade, playing Xbox all day, being on your phone, iPhone, but it's about really coming out here learning how to feed yourself. I know that Sister Denise is really was the one who brought me to consciousness about food and certain foods. And I just thank her. I think I hardly see her with these glasses on, but she's a photographer. She does great work. We support her. We love her, and we love all of you because if it hadn't been for you, there wouldn't be no Freedom School. Because you bring your kids out here, you trust me with your kids. My whole thing is getting these young folks with some knowledge and consciousness in this community here that we know has a lot of social issues. But right now, Denise always tells me that the real revolution starts with what you put in your mouth and what you put in your stomach, and that what helps make you think right and think straight. And so that's what we're doing. I kind of regret I didn't till this over here this winter, but I promise you, Lord's willing, I'm still here in Fresno next year. Part of this will be tilled up here. And again, we're here in West Fresno. We're over here off of Strotter. And sister allowed us to use her backyard. We thank her. We thank all of our board members and everyone that believes in what we're doing. And hey, I'm ready for some eggplant pizza. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for some. And our children, we're working on a cookbook right now. Working on a cookbook with our recipes right now for a fundraiser. Our kids do a lot of research when it comes to the different plants to go. You see that we have the irrigation that's watering the plants. So it's getting a little warm right now. I gotta go get some black tape. I left it at one of our other sites. So I gotta tape. I blew a hole over here the other day. And but like I said, here we have eggplants, black bell peppers, green bell peppers. We have tomatoes, big beef tomatoes. We have okra, and we have black eyed peas. And so again, if you know anybody that's want to learn how to farm, we have a lot of seeds and different things like that. And so anyway, I'm not gonna hold you guys day up. I just taking a little break because I was bending over a lot pruning these tomatoes. So real quick, let me do a tutorial on pruning tomatoes. I'm not the best at it. I'm still learning how to do it. But what I will say is that it makes a lot of sense. Number one, these are little snips. I guess that's what you call them, snips. One of the things I learned with pruning is that you have to sanitize these. Like when I finish today, I have to go and sanitize these, wash them, clean them with some soap, 2 or 3 times, get all the grit off of it. If I don't do that, and let's say I use these today and I just put them in my truck car and I come back out here tomorrow, I could be passing diseases to each plant. And we don't want that, right? We want healthy plants. And so make sure if you're pruning that you clean these, sterilize them with some soap or whatever you're going to do so that you won't be passing diseases. Now, tomato plants are supposed to grow straight up. Again, it's my fault for whatever reason. I'm like 3 weeks late. You can see this tomato plant right there, how it's bent over. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be sort of like, let me see if I can find a good one here, like this one right here. See how this one right here is growing straight up from the base up? That's how it's supposed to grow, straight up. But because I'm late, you can see that they're bending at the bottom, and we don't want that. But so what I got to do now, string it, probably put a stake or something with it, and and let it. You see the little flowers here. The flowers, those are tomatoes. So they're blooming. So one of the things I learned about pruning tomatoes is you want to make a Y. You want to kind of like what I learned, like you go like this and you put your hand down. Let's see if I can find a tomato plant. Let's do this one. This is a good one here. I'm gonna say this and I gotta go because I gotta finish. But I'm just trying to, okay, so what you don't want, you don't want the tomato plants to be growing like this all on the ground, right? So what you want to do is like take your hand like this and kind of go like that. And you want to clip all the way around, okay? And then what you want a Y. When you finish, you want it to kind of look like this here, like a Y, right? This plant is supposed to be standing up like this, so I'm gonna have to stake this plant here once I run my string. But you kind of want it to look like a Y, because there's a lot of suckers. These little things at the bottom are suckers. And if you leave all this like this, bugs and stuff will get on it, crawling up. So anyway, I made more work for myself, but that's part of farming. Everything is dealing with time. Once the sun hit here, everything is growing, and you want to be very prepared much as you can. Right here is an eggplant. We don't have, see those purple, those are eggplants that's blooming right there. Okay, so that's great, that's good, that's what we want. Those are eggplants right there. So we don't have many purple flowers on these eggplants because we were fighting the white flies. And so I think now, since we were treating the eggplants, now they look happy. One of the things you all have to understand when you're farming, you want your plants to be happy. And, once you can make your plants happy, and you can just look at them and tell if they're happy or not. And if they're not happy, then you need to do something to make them happy, because that's what produces the food. So always make your plants happy. You could be watering it too much. You could be not watering it enough. Always, the white flies right now. Let me just show you real quick. I said I was going to go. Let me just show you this real quick. So I haven't been doing a lot of tutorials this year like I did last year. But let me, okay, I cut off a leaf. Okay, let me find a good leaf. Okay, let's do this one right here. Okay, so is y'all with me? Give me thumbs up if y'all still with me. Maybe I done put y'all to sleep. I don't know. Y'all still with me? Give me thumbs up. Somebody, anybody. All right. So here is a, all right. Thank you. Give me thumbs up. I appreciate that. Here's an eggplant, and I want to show you overnight. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right, anyway, okay. If you can see this, this is, white flies can eat an entire plant. See, the white flies are still flying around. The white flies can eat a plant, a whole leaf overnight. Okay. All right. Now, so what happens is that you have to inspect your plants every day. You just can't put plants in the ground and then come back a week later. See how they done ate through this right here? I mean, that's criminal. Them white flies need to be arrested for doing that. Okay, see this here? Now the eggplant needs these leaves to grow. I don't know who is calling me right now, but I'm in the middle of a class and they're calling me. Okay, so they can eat a whole leaf overnight. Okay, so you have to inspect your plants every day. All right, I'm just showing you the different holes that, look at this. Okay. Now I cut off some dead leaves this morning. I'm gonna see if I can find them. There's one here. Here's another one. That was a whole leaf that the white flies just ate to pieces. Okay, so here's another one that the white flies are eating right there. See that? I mean, it's criminal. These white flies don't joke around, man. Look at that. So we have to treat them. Look at that. They jumped on the bell, the peppers. Look at that. Look at that. They done jumped on the bell peppers. They done ate that leaf just about all. So, crops, every day when we're out here working, because it makes no sense to put food in the ground. I mean, bugs got to eat too, but just don't come to my plants and eat. Go next door, go eat a tree or something, but don't come messing with Freedom School stuff. So we take that real personal, and we know bugs got to eat, but not just eat our crops, eat someone else's crops. But anyway, real quick, I just want to show you the string that we put up this morning. So what happens is that the string, when you run the string in between, between the plants, right? Then the tomatoes and stuff will hang off of the string, right? See that one right there? It's some work running a string, but I mean, if you know how to do it, if you got like 2 people doing it, I'm doing it by myself this morning because my Freedom School kids are in school. But this kind of gives us some support. But I'm gonna have to I gotta cut this one here. I'm gonna have to like I said, I'm teaching my kids how to do this, because next year they're gonna do all of it. They're gonna till the ground, they're gonna make the rows, they're gonna lay the irrigation line, plant the plants, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch. So next year I have expectations for them to make sure that they know how to do this. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I was just taking a little break. Go to our website, www.fresnofreedomschool.org. Go through our classes that we have. You may, we have automotive classes, janitorial, landscaping, cooking, baking, sewing, all types of stuff, classes that we have at the Freedom School. We also have a marching band, music department that we have in our school. And so if you have any kids, want to learn, even adults, hit me up. Facebook me, message me, call me, text me, whatever you want to do. It's time to liberate our people. It's time to eat right. It's time to lose these guts that we got that's hanging off our stomachs and everywhere, and all this other stuff hanging off wherever it's at on our bodies. But anyway, let's just eat healthy, all right? It's Dr. Harris, Fresno Freedom School founder, and just doing this little tutorial. Hope it helps someone out there across the world, locally across the world, so that we can eat to live. All right, this is Dr. Harris, and I'm out.